As you can see, the tide is running in very fast. It's under 8-foot clearance at the bridge. I could hear this cruiser scraping all the way along the roof on the bridge itself. There's always a drama at Ludham Bridge. It sounded like substantial damage to the vents on top of the roof and the roof itself. But hey, I'm no expert, so let's hope it's not too badly damaged. On the other hand, you get a cruiser like this one.
Morning.
Who you can see he clearly won't get under the bridge, and turn rounds and goes back to moor up and wait several hours for the tide to drop. So then another Siesta cruiser arrives, and it also has to reverse and moor up and wait, just like the first Siesta one had to. So let's have a watch and see who can get their cruiser under the bridge. What sort of style manages it?
Well, you ain't going to get much help from her, I don't think. She's too old. She's older than me. Or trying to drive using bone stern thrusters rather than the throttle. Well, you smell the bacon, not the eggs.
Yeah, I can smell that now.
Oh, it's waiting for this one.
Then some wooden yachts arrived, and because there are cruisers moored in the demasting area, the yachts have had to move down here to take their masts down. This wasn't very long before the torrential downpour. And then the sun came out. A big clump of weed just suddenly appeared floating down the river. I think these are scissors that they've just dropped in the water. Is that right, what the mast rests on? Are they called scissors? I think so. And then other sailing knots arrived and had to moor alongside the wooden ones. It's very busy here today. You just see that one of the Siestas is still moored up waiting for the water level to drop. They're going slow. They're unsure whether they can get under. So will they or won't they? They did manage it in the end. Another cruiser has opted to wait. It can't get under the bridge, and it's also joined the demasting area. Torrential rain, thunder and lightning. I opted to go home, but I do return the next day. And obviously I'm a bit too early because the gull is yawning. Don't think he's fully awake just yet. I'd just like to thank everybody who came over to me last weekend and said hello and they watched my channel. It's always lovely to meet you all. I get to meet some really lovely people. It's a real privilege doing YouTube. You've heard me mention before David and Vicky, who are subscribers to my channel. Well, they are staying locally in a holiday property. They're not on the river, not this time. In a couple of months they are. And they invited me over to go and see where they're staying. They invite me to every single holiday property they stay in. See, this is what I mean about, being a real privilege to do YouTube and meet such wonderful, kind people. On Monday, Sarah, one of my lovely subscribers, messaged me lunchtime and said, I'm staying at the Swan Hotel in Horning this evening for work. Would you like to come over and we'll have dinner together? Well, of course. That was very nice. Very nice indeed. So thank you, Sarah, for inviting me over. So even during the summer months, high tides will appear. So if you always want to be able to get under the bridge, it appears you need to be in one of the lower ones. Of course, I do see lots of crew from the various boat yards here trying to help the people on their cruises get under the bridge. But if you don't want to have a long wait, I think the lower cruisers get through easily. Just a bit of research I'm doing here. Once again, the rain arrives. Thunder, lightning, torrential rain. I'll show you what it was like from mine. There's so much rain on the window, my camera is struggling to stay in focus. So let's have a look and see what news has been happening across the Norfolk Broads for the last 7 days. The Three Rivers Pitch and Paddle campsite in Gelderston has won the 2024 Traveller's Choice Award for the second year running. Back in March, it also was crowned Tourism Business of the Year at the Broadland and South Norfolk Business Awards. Britain's biggest grasshopper is to return to the Broads after an 85-year absence. The large marsh grasshopper was last recorded in the Broads in 1939. It is now set to be released in the Wheat Fen Nature Reserve in Surlingham. There are presently 2 wind pumps up for auction on the Norfolk Broads. Oby Mill and Red Mill on Haddiscoe Island are both set to be sold. This week's property for sale, as featured in Great Yarmouth Mercury, is in St Olaves, and it comes complete with a swimming pool. Hemsby Lifeboat were paged by Humber Coast Guard to assist a private cruiser. I can't tell you if it was the River Bure or the River Yare, as both are mentioned in the write-up. The Broads Authority are launching a pilot scheme and public consultation on the use of body-worn cameras, by Broads Authority frontline staff, rangers, key rangers and planning enforcement officers are all set to be wearing these cameras. More information about this story and all the other articles mentioned in today's video can be found in the write-up of this video. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, perhaps you could give it a like for me. Feel free to share any of my videos. Perhaps you see yourself in them and you want to share it to your social media platforms. Feel free to do so. And perhaps subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I'll be back again very soon. Bye for now.